health figure. Yes, this is the Star Report. Friday night, a double dose. I did a morning show, and here I am again this evening to turn up and to talk hella crazy. Let me say right now, do as I say, not as I do. Do not call in here with a whole bunch of profanity, talking crazy, or I'll get you up out of here. I do the cursing up in this piece. I know when to do it and how to do it, all right? Okay, let's get it cracking. Rapper Tyga has apologized to the Mexican-American community for cultural appropriation. And from what they're saying, this is not his first offense. Let me just give you the notes, and then we'll open up the floodgates. Tyga met him one time on Everyday Trash. Good guy. Pardon me, Everyday Struggle. Good guy, but I can't say that I know his catalog. I like the tracks that he's done with Chris Brown in particular. Anyway, Tyga's from the West Coast. I think Compton. Or maybe the Valley, I forget. Anyway, so Tyga actually reached out to one of the guys from the LA Leakers. That's a podcast, and I think it's a show on Power 106. Salute to those young men. So yeah, Justin Credible and DJ Sourmillk. And Tyga sat down with, oh man, I forget the guy's name. Give me a second, I'll get all the details. I'm just grabbing a couple of notes here. From the Mexican community, he's got a podcast, and they had a nice discussion. They had a very nice, I thought, a productive discussion about this particular song and video, Ay Caramba. The song is hot. I gotta tell you, the song is hot. The video, I don't know, the video's a little crazy. In today's day and time, it's a little crazy. Cheers. And they both made some good points. And Tyga has dropped other tracks in the past, in case you don't know, that have a Latin flavor to them. 2008, he came out with Tatted Like a Cholo. Later on, he came out with Go Loco and Ay Macarena. On one of those tracks, he had the rapper YG. Troll Babies, good evening. I hate to call a rapper trash, but I've never liked anything that guy YG did. So anyway, so Tyga apologized if he hurt anyone. And there's been a little dust being kicked up on social media. If anybody's from the Mexican community, feel free to call in and promote the other YouTube platforms that are addressing this. As you know, I like to give credit where credit is due, okay? Let me say right now, this is the objective perspective. You know, that's one of my monikers, or the moniker for this show. This is not a black show. I don't support tribalism. But tonight, you already know I'm riding with the Mexicans. I'm going to keep it real with you. I've had nothing but great experiences with Mexican people all my life. You know my age, 58. I lived in Los Angeles in 1990 for about 5 months when I was working with Virgin Records. Kids, I'm so old, I promoted Kid Frost. This is for La Raza. He dropped the kid later on in life, and he just became Frost. Anybody remember? Probably not. You're not that old. So the the Mexican community, I go back. Maybe aside from knowing history, I do claim to be a man who has knowledge of self and knowledge of history. You know, most of California used to be Mexico or Mexico. So when I hear people kicking up dust about Mexicans crossing the border, I usually say, oh, you mean they're coming home? So I can't dump on them, combined with the fact that they are culturally proud people, great landscapers. Oh my God. You already know when I lived in Los Angeles in 1990, again, working for Virgin Records, you can Google this, Troy Terrain, Virgin Records, it pops right up, Troy with an I. I used to drive from North Hollywood down to MacArthur Park, and they would sell me Coke, the powder. I never got beat. Salute to the Mexicans who sold me coke in MacArthur Park for about 3 months. I never got beat like a black person or a Puerto Rican or a goddamn Dominican that would always put some extra cut on the fucking coke. So maybe my reasons are a little bit off for supporting these culturally proud people, but I've never had an issue with them. Okay, that's my main topic. Hang on a second. Tyga apologizing. And does anyone know in my community section, pardon me, let me slow down. In my community section is the video to the song, Ay Caramba. And he's dressed up, in different Mexican attire throughout the ages. Do you know what I think pushed the Mexican people over the edge, if you ask me, for those who saw the video, is when that Latina girl sucked his big toe. Oh my goodness. That was it. Then they said, hey, whoa, enough already. Because again, he's done videos like this in the past. I think she put Tabasco sauce or something on his big toe and then stuck his toe in her mouth, Lord Jesus, right? Okay, guys, also, we can continue the discussion from this morning about Will Smith apologizing to Chris Rock again, this time in video form. That was my show earlier this morning. And we can even ask the question, will Jada Pinkett Smith apologize to Chris Rock? Now, I doubt it. I doubt if she would, come up off of her high horse, but we can continue the conversation. Thank you to someone sent me an email with the amount of dislikes. Hold on a second. On that Will Smith video. The dislikes are insane. Okay, I've got to reset something here. Give me a second. Sit tight, area code 912. I see you on the phone lines. I'm getting a late start tonight. Hold on. And the white Denzel, Rory, will be tapping in. Okay. And let me just put my showrunner on the floor right now. I'm sorry, who just sent a donation? Richard, I got your donation. He says nobody cares about Tyga or West Coast illegal immigrant culture. Well, you may not, sir or ma'am, but many people do. Many people from the Mexican culture are kicking up dust, and Tyga has issued an apology. Maybe you're just, nobody care about that, but they have, I don't want to say broken him, but he's now even considering taking down the video that he spent $250,000 on, okay? Hey, Toby, I got your donation. Toby says, hi, Star, I'm celebrating being cast as an extra in the Russian biop. Okay, do you want to call in, Toby? Give us some information, some details. Thank you for your donation, okay? All right, showrunner. Are Latina women loyal to black men? I need some assistance from you guys this evening because I was putting a list together earlier. Hold on. I'm a thinking nigga, and I saw rapper Exhibit going through a divorce with some type of, Latina. She's got a hard face. She claims he's hiding money. We saw Dr. Dre go through a divorce with some type of Latina. Scottie Pippen, the money ran out. What is her name? Larsa, something like that. And supposedly a Future was given a stiff dick. Supposedly, I don't know. Let me be respectful. She's got, I think they have 5 or 6 kids together, her and Scottie Pippen. And there's others. Joe Budden. Give me some other names, troll babies. Black men married to Hispanic or Latina women, and when the money ran out, the bitches ran out. Hang on a second. Okay. No, that person. Okay, yeah, okay. Let me just verify that because I'm not sure if that the person you're talking about was with a Latina. Oh yeah. J-Lo ran out on Diddy. J-Lo got her nigga wake-up call, or her spick wake-up call, when she was handcuffed to the bench behind the shooting at Club New York. When rapper Shine, little frail bird chest nigga, panicked on the trigger, shot into the crowd. Tyrese. Was Tyrese with the rice and bean eater? Now we're talking. Give me some other names here, huh? Aaron Hall. Ooh. Oh, Aaron was with Gloria Velez. Gloria Velez, who put hands and feet on Remy Ma. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Gotta put him on the list. Aaron Hall. They have a beautiful son together. Aaron's that's my nigga. That's my homie, man. Joe Butt. Who else? Give me one more name, and then I wanna talk to some of you New York niggas. I want New York niggas on the check-in this evening. Is it Antone or Antoine Walker? He's the former basketball player. How do you say his name? Yeah, that nigga had like $100 million. And what was the name of the Puerto Rican chick? Is it what is her name? She Chad Ochocinco. She was with Chad Ochocinco, and he gave her a headbutt. Give me her name, goddamn. Okay, sit tight, Kid London. Thank you for your donation early. Okay, just want to get set up and situated. And I want to address some hoe-ass nigga that keeps emailing me. Big Aki, thank you for tapping in early. Some hoe-ass nigga that keeps emailing me because on one of my episodes, I said that I bought a pair of Fashion Nova heels for one of the girls, who dances for my pleasure as I'm sipping and jerking my joystick. Yes, bitch nigga, I bought her some Fashion Nova heels. I keep the heels right here. You buy bitches red bottoms, and the bitches get up in the red bottoms and get the stunting in front. The heels stay with me for the bitch. You see that? When the bitch finishes dancing, the heels come back with me. Next time I see you, bitch, I'll have the heels. We can do what it is that we do. Can I get an amen from real niggas who buy shit for bitches and take it back? Fuck, I look like buying some red bottoms for a bitch. Okay, Sir Shy, I got your donation. Hold on a second. Cash App. Let's get to it, huh? Let's also talk about some of you who are, tricking and simping on these Hispanic girls. Do they stick around when the money runs out? Gangsta Love got your donation. Big Aki and Rory both. Okay, Gangsta Love, I don't know who bites the pillow. Thank you for the donation. You and Rory have chopped it up on multiple occasions. Do you guys want to get on the line tonight? It's Friday. I got time. Okay. Lex Diamond's tapping in. Salute, familia. Viva Mexico. Yeah, man, I've never had problems with Mexicans. I do not align myself with the lower class by way of tribalism. Fuck out of here, goofy. Daryl got your donation. Mexican women are built like deep freezers. Okay. Keith got your donation. Mexicans should be picking my strawberries. They probably are. And I don't have to defend them, but let's have that real conversation. Are they taking jobs, or are they getting the jobs that African Americans don't want? Come on. African Americans don't want to work in the goddamn drive-thrus. I go through the drive-thru. I never have a problem with a Mexican woman or a young girl who's serving me my goddamn food. Only Shanika, Rakisha, gives me the goddamn attitude, and then when I ask for napkins, she sucks her teeth. All right? Thank you for your donation. Okay, hang on a second. Sir, I'm just going to block you. Stop emailing me during my show as if we're friends. We're not. Corny shit, man. Get out of here, goofy ass. I'm not even going to say your name. Fuck out of here. Sir Shy, got your donation. Hold on a second. And we will be Getting to the dumb shit. 510, yes, sir.
Friday,
Happy, please, sir. Please watch the
profanity.
profanity.
Yeah, man. I'm out here in the Bay Area.
I don't get too. I do the cursing, sir. Just so you know. Please don't use profanity. I do the cursing. Go ahead.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Out here in the Bay, we don't get too many Dominicans and Puerto Ricans. But as far as on the subject matter, yes, I do think that most Mexican or Latino women are loyal to black men, especially from what I see either at work. I'll just say this: I work at the subway station out here.
Okay.
So, co-workers, friends, people from church. I haven't seen one relationship fall apart yet.
Have you seen the video? Ay Caramba. This is picking up traction. Tyga went up to Power 106, sat down with the LA Leakers, and I got to get this guy's name. He's got a podcast, and they had a nice discussion. Tyga apologized, so it's not me just pulling this out of my ass. Tyga said if I offended anyone, he gave his history, his connection. I believe him. But is this really cultural appropriation? And put this into the equation. If you are a hip hop lover, do Mexicans and other people appropriate hip hop culture or black art, whatever you consider it to be?
Yeah, there's some cultural appropriation like on all sides, but I never really had. Damn, I actually got to think about that.
Take your time. I'm in no rush, man. Take your time. Go ahead.
Yeah, damn, man, I'm gonna have to donate later. I'm working. I'm at work right now, but salute to the channel, and I'm gonna just listen in, big dog.
Thank you, man. Okay, all right. Okay, he's making sandwiches right now. I'm not trying to clown the man. I will be promoting my sponsors this evening. Absolutely. Hold on a second, guys. A little bit later, not right now. Does New York City need a vigilante? We've been talking about the New York City crime wave. And also Bronx and Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, and Manhattan. Do they need a vigilante? Now, this is going way, way back. Most of you probably don't know. In 1974, there was a monumental film called Death Wish. It had multiple sequels. Charles Bronson. Anybody ever heard of Death Wish? Crime was so bad at one point in New York City in the late 60s, early 70s, they started making movies about vigilantes killing people on the subway. Hang on a second. Is the volume okay? Is my volume okay? Somebody commented on the volume. Okay. Does New York City need a vigilante? Or am I just crazy? Okay, hold on a second. I'm sorry, Big Eye Key sent a donation. Tyga, ? That nigga still trying to rap? Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit. And so is that Mr. Frosty nigga. Who? Kid Frost from, yeah, I think he got sick. Is he still alive, Troll Babies, Kid Frost? We didn't get along. I remember when he came into the Virgin Records conference room, he looked crazy, and I had on a fire red jumpsuit. I was coked up. And he looked at me, and he was talking to some of the white people. He said, you see, he couldn't even come in my neighborhood, bro. Something essay, some dumb shit. And I just, what the fuck? Here I am, the national director who had to promote this fucking goofy. He was goofy back then. That's when I was in some goddamn park in South Central, or some fucking where, passing out Kid Frost maxi cassettes. And those Crip niggas rolled up on me and said, hey, cuz, where you from? Fire red jumpsuit. And I said, New Jersey. And they laughed and said, they looked at each other and said, oh, this nigga though. They said, hey, man, finish up and get out of here in 15 minutes. And a little halo came over my head. Bing. I said, oh, shit. He's a gangbanger. I said, I'm wearing the wrong color. I said, you got it. gave out a couple of tapes, threw those shits on the ground, and got the fuck out of Dodge. Anyway, thank you, Big Ike, for your donation. The check-in report, I got your donation star. Jennifer Lopez dropped Diddy like a bad habit after his court case. Even started dating The Help, one of her backup dancers. Sir, you are absolutely right. She married that guy, and he has since died. I forget his name. Yeah, J-Lo said, I got to get away from these niggers. I'm a fucking A-list star, and I've just been handcuffed to a bench in the police station. I remember that. She was handcuffed to a bench. They jumped in some type of Suburban or SUV, niggas running through red lights. Cameras caught them. Kid London tapping in. He says, yeah, Will said... okay, that's from earlier. Thank you. Okay. Hold on a second, guys. Area code 612, late night edition. Are you up to speed? Tyga apologizing. Cultural appropriation.
What's good, Stars? Gino. Yeah.
Gino.
I'm calling to tap in about that Tyga, Ay Caramba. What's going on there with the apology?
The song is fire. I like the song. Have you heard the song?
Yeah. He should just apologize for the outfits. Other than that, that tune is actually caught up in my mind right now. That Ay Caramba. I'm gonna just be saying it all weekend now. You know.
Now, hang on. Did you see the interview that he did on the LA Leakers? I want to get the guy's name. Holy smokes, I can't believe I'm all over the place. It was a guy who's got a podcast. If anyone knows that guy's name, his podcast, please email me. They had a great conversation. Did you see that or no? Not that you had to, but they've already worked this. Go ahead, Mr. Kid.
No, I ain't see the interview. I might have to tap in on it though, but other than them fits that he had on, the tune is nice. I mean, I can see them Latin clubs playing that tune too, because I know they don't discriminate with what they play.
Yeah, man. Well, listen. Let's be clear. You know, Hispanics are niggers with straight hair. Now they will kick up dust if you step on their toes. Rightfully so. But now they were there at the inception of hip hop. They were there. They were there doing graffiti, breakdancing. An old friend of mine, Tito from the Fearless Four, they were there. So I can never try and say they were not a part of the building blocks of hip hop. But here we are now in 2022. Is what Tyga did cultural appropriation? Are you yourself Mexican, Hispanic? What are you, sir?
No. I'm actually East African, but I think
whoa,
with Tyga, it's
go ahead.
Yes, sir. With Tyga, that he knows his demographics, because he out there in the West Coast. So I think he tapping into his demographics, and that's a good tune for him. It's going to help him, get back in the game. I think my Gangsta of Love was saying, not too many FBA people really want to tap in on Tyga right now. He ain't hidden for them.
Well, hang on a second now. You're from East Africa. Were you born here, or your parents from East Africa?
Nah, I was actually born out there in Kenya.
Have we spoke before?
Yeah. I called in on a research show this week while I was on my Square job.
Okay. So some of your ancestors did the mutilating in the Congo, hacking off the limbs of other Africans who were, helping King Leopold II with the rubber industry. Yes, hacking off arms and things like that, young children.
It's funny that you mentioned that, but all I know is my great grandfather. He used to work with Germans because he was like a butcher and stuff. So he used to butcher cows and stuff for them. And this was like right before World War II and stuff. So I don't know too much other than that. That's all I know.
Sir, stop the cap. You know a lot. You're not talking.
Yeah, I might have to write a book or something.
Hey, man, I appreciate you tapping in. Thank you for your perspective on Tyga. Thank you.
100. Thank you, sir. You have a good night now.
You too now, my fellow slave trading friend. Shit. Oh, holy shit. Troll babies, we're going there tonight. We're going there. Andre, good to hear from you, sir. Hold on a second, goddamn. I am so ready for the bullshit tonight. Folks, if you're just now joining the show, feel free to chime in, but I will be doing most or all of the profanity. You know, you have to do as I say, not as I do. Let me get this man's information on the screen. www.andretattoos.com. And Andre, I am heading out to Seattle second week of August, so maybe we can coordinate. You're in the West Coast. But thank you for your donation. He says that stick-up kid that caught that cop lacking is a cop himself. Okay, you talking about New York City? Well, the Bronx, Hunts Point. I'm treating that cop like the pastor from Brooklyn. The NYPD will sacrifice one of their own in 2 months. It's all smoke and mirrors. We didn't even think about that earlier. Troll babies, what do you think? Do you think that, well, the NYPD has a history of being dirty? That makes sense, Andre. That could have been a cop who robbed the cop Wednesday in Hunts Point in the Bronx, took his gun and his badge. X Strategy X got your donation. Zach Lee is the bussy whisperer. Okay. I'm looking for, where's Rory? Is Rory tapping in?
The check in. What it do?
Area code 347. Good evening. We're talking about Tyga apologizing or Will Smith. Coppin, please. Where do you want to start, sir?
Will Smith, Coppin, please. Mr. Biggs on the check-in.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. You have the floor, sir.
Good to be heard from.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, we definitely need a vigilante. We definitely need a Charles Bronson. He shot the giggler.
Hey, man, Elvis the Chef Rosenberg, a man who I respect, says that, it's safe in New York, and this is all just propaganda. But every morning on 1010 Wins, it's people are getting shot, stabbed, and beat half to death.
Yeah, you gotta watch your six, lobby boy style. You gotta watch your six.
Now, can I ask where
you're a real gangster?
Where are you from? What part of New York are you from?
Shit, I'm in the East. The East is a beast.
Okay. And how far do you go back? I don't want to assume you're my age.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm close to you. I'm about to be 50 next month.
Oh, my nigga. Well, then hold on a second. I'm about to take it there. That's
going to ride.
Does New York City need another Bernard Getz?
Yeah. It was all gangster till them bullets went off in the subway.
Yeah. 1984.
Everybody was a gangster till they got shot.
Yeah, 1984, folks, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, on a New York City subway, December the 22nd, to be precise, Bernie, they started calling him Bernie. I forget if he did jail time. He shot a couple of, okay, hang on a second. Surrendered to the police. 9 days later, was charged with attempted murder, assault, reckless endangerment, and several firearm offenses. He shot, did he kill anybody? I forget. One of the guys he shot was Troy. Somebody was paralyzed. And when he was, when they tried to rob him with the screwdriver, he shot one and he said, "You don't look so tough. Here's another shot." Pow! Remember that?
Oh, absolutely. Listen, niggas get shot every day, B.
Right. So
He'd be all right. The streets got to eat.
Yes, I'm just asking the question, man, because if you ask me, I think New York it's at a crazy point in time right now when the whole, the dismissal of qualified immunity, cops are not jumping out the window like they used to. But go ahead, I want to.
They definitely not. You just about it's a criminal city right now.
Yeah.
You get away with it, whatever you need to do. Lobby boy.
Yeah. Has there been any type of laws with regards to some of those Hispanics riding around on the goddamn scooters? They are on those scooters killing people, robbing people. Is there any laws that have been put into place about people with scooters?
I don't think so. 'Cause if you ain't got the scooters, you got the gel blasters.
Okay. Hey, man, good to hear from you. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you.
Absolutely, always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Okay. All right. Okay. Late night show, folks. We're talking about a bunch of things here. Salute to one of my sponsors, Asian Doll. Let's do a drill. Available now in my community section. A link to her IG page. And the new mixtape is doing good for her. Might try and get her to call in, but I'm not going to push that, Just let her do her thing. She's out there high-stepping, looking good. Okay. Miss Ruth, I got your donation. Hang on a second. I want to put my show on the back on the screen. Are Latina women loyal to black men? Michael Jordan's got some type of rice and bean eater, He wifed her. I'm sure he's got a crazy prenup because his former wife, what was her name? Juanita, Banica something? She took half of that nigga's money when they broke up. But his current wife, I think she's Cuban, I forget. How long will she stick around? I don't see him going broke, so she'll probably be hanging there until the bitter end. Hey, Miss Ruth. Miss Ruth, I got your email. Thank you. She says, good evening, Star. Will Smith apology, another Academy Award performance. Yeah. I did a show this morning, Miss Ruth. If anybody wants to call in, you don't have to talk about Tyga. We can go revisit the Will Smith apology. Thank you for your donation, Miss Ruth. I've already said I didn't like Will Smith saying, Chris, I'm here when you want to talk. He should have said, Chris, I'm here when and if you want to talk. He still tried to make it about himself. I think Kid London, let me make sure I give the right person the props. Kid London sent a donation this morning, and Kid London pointed out that Will Smith is still trying to push the narrative that he felt disrespected and insulted. It was comedy, Will. So phone lines are still open. Hold on a second. There he is. The white Denzel, a.k.a. light-skinned Rory. Good evening.
Yo, player. Player. What's going on?
Hey, man, I'm just showing the Mexicans respect who've always shown me respect. Tyga violated.
Why?
And he's apologized.
I don't show them no respect. Shit.
Let's go.
I don't never show them respect.
Let's go.
No, I don't show them no respect. I don't even want them here. We got enough of them. Why would we start showing them? We got more than enough of them, man. I don't think there's any problem. I think it's like what they call it when black people complain about somebody doing something, but they do it themselves. Hypocritical. They're very hypocritical and sensitive. They seem very hypocritical and sensitive right now.
But Rory, you're Irish. You're not black. What are you talking about?
I said I don't care. I don't care that black people are culturally appropriating the Mexican stuff. They're getting ran out of their neighborhoods by them. We getting overrun by them. So we could take anything we want from them. I'm a colonizer, so I'm used to taking stuff. So we just colonize. We don't really ask if we could culturally appropriate. We just do it. you know, and we tell them deal with it, you know. But yo, Star.
Well, hang on. Let's take our time here. So you are admitting that California, most of it once was Mexico. It was stolen,
No.
Hang on. Swindled. You see, this is the objective perspective.
No.
Swindled from them. Now here we are building goddamn walls to keep them out. I mean, listen, I'm a capitalist, so it's got to make. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense, you know. But you're admitting to being a colonizer, yes?
Yeah, I've been colonizing all week.
Come on.
Yeah, anywhere
Come
I go, I colonize on minorities. That's my thing.
Shit.
But it's not. There was no. We didn't take nothing or swindle nothing. They sold that land to us for $10 million back in like 1854. The Mexican land purchase.
Right.
So you can't sell somebody something and then turn around and be like, you took it from me. You sold that shit. That's not our fault. Yeah, that's not our fault that their forefathers were stupid enough to take 10 million.
High and drunk off of American whiskey. So you gave them drugs and alcohol, and then they signed this shit over.
Oh, they sold it. They signed that shit away. What? That's history. You can't say it's their land. It's not their land. If I sell you something, you can't come back 100 years later
Holy
and say,
shit.
"Oh, get off of my land." Bitch, you sold it to us. The white man kicked out some bread, and we colonized a different way. There's a lot of different forms of colonizing.
Hold on, Rory. Stop. Tell these people what you and I already know. How much was the island of Manhattan purchased for once upon a time? Less than $50. Tell them. You know.
Yeah, they are. Those illiterate natives, they sold the Manhattan for seashells and marijuana. No, cheap whiskey and seashells.
I think it was $17. Hold
Take their land either.
Hold on. Can you Google? Where are you? I think it was $17. Troll babies, can you help me out? Sold for 17.
Yeah, they just wanted some fancy seashells and some cheap whiskey, and they gave us that land. That's another way we colonized.
Okay, hang on. Stay with me. I'm seeing $24 worth of beads and trinkets.
That sounds about right. You know, back then that was a good deal.
Oh my
God, good deal back then. I don't know why they so mad.
Niggas talking about we was already here. Yeah, you were here all right.
Appropriation.
And you didn't know what the fuck you had. Come on, I'm sorry, man. Go ahead. That's some rambling. Go ahead.
It's all right. It's all right being on top of the food chain. It's all right to cultural appropriate and to make bad deals and to take what we want and not feel bad about it, because most of the time we take it and make it better. You know, like we do it with everything. You know, whether it's Mexican food. Mexican food is good. People love it around the country, around the world. But Mexican food in America is better than Mexican food in Mexico.
Wow.
You know, because once we make it better. Yeah, we make it better. You know.
This white boy talking spicy. Go ahead.
Trump told them, we'll stop buying avocados from you and watch all of you go into poverty. You know, he said it. He was like, man, I don't even know why people are still eating avocados. Eggplant is better than avocado. Eggplant is like the new avocado. We don't really need, we got the recipe for tacos and quesadillas and stuff. We don't need no more Mexicans here. We all Mexicaned up. We got enough Mexicans. You know, there's a reason. Yeah, there's a reason we're building that wall. And these people can't get enough of us. To be honest with you, they throw their babies over the wall. They're like, here, take the baby.
Niggas in the live chat talking about pause, fam. Pause, fam. All right, Rory, hang on. I want us to take her time here. Okay, did you see the Tyga video? It's in my community section, Ay Caramba. Have you seen it? If not,
I did see the video.
Okay, I'll wait for you if you have not. Your thoughts, please. Is that cultural appropriation?
I saw it.
What is it? What's going on there?
I think they got away with a little bit too much when I saw like the tortilla chips falling from the air.
Oh yeah, that's
and
crazy.
they had like the big bowl of guacamole, and he had all the midget Mexican wrestlers. I was just thinking to myself, you know, if a Mexican did a rap video like that, they'd be holy hell. Black people, you know how sensitive black people are.
Right.
They'd be going crazy.
Fried chicken falling out the sky, slices of water,
Yeah.
slices of watermelon.
Fried chicken and watermelon falling from the sky. You know. Black people
my
would lose
God.
their damn mind.
Yeah. Hold on a second, Rory. Stay
But
with me.
I don't have a problem with cultural appropriation.
Rory, stay with me. Guys, I need the name of the person who was sitting down with Tyga with the LA Leakers. Let me show that man some respect. I liked his demeanor. Hold on a second. Tyga's a fan base making an appearance on the segment of co-host Justin Credible and DJ Sourmillk, okay, from the LA Leakers. But who was the Mexican guy he spoke with? He's got a podcast. Rory, hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Folks, I like to stay there, Rory. Folks, I like to give credit where credit is due. Is it American Cholo? Hold on. That's my nigga. This is the Star Report, folks. We give props where props are due. Is that him or is it the real? That looks like him. American Cholo. Salute to you, sir. Okay, there he is, American Cholo. I'm riding with the Mexicans on this one, goddamn. You're saying no, Rory, you're right. They don't have a right to kick up dust. I'm riding with American Cholo. And let me put this in my live chat. Hold on a second. This man wasn't talking all greasy and spicy. He had some valid points. Okay, guys, I'm putting American Cholo's YouTube link in my live chat. Go ahead, Rory, you were saying, please.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, how you going to overrun somebody else's country, suck all of our social safety net dry, you know, and not assimilate, but yet want us to like you, and then when some black Americans, you know, start using some of their culture and stuff, all of a sudden you get offended and mad. What is it? Do you want us to appreciate your narco culture, or do you want us to not like you? Which one is it? So you see making a rap video and putting the Mexican culture in. Why are you mad about that? Why you guys are coming over here like there's no tomorrow? You running out of your country, you running for the hills. You pack it up, whatever's on your back, and running from your own people. But yet you got some sort of loyalty to your country or to your heritage. Your heritage is garbage. Your culture.
Okay, whoa. Okay, now you're marginalizing.
That's why you can't wait to get here. They literally risk life and limb to come over here, and it's not multicultural.
This white boy talking crazy.
Come from the only people they're running from are themselves. They're running from their cousins and their brothers, and they're the ones that telling us that when they come here. It's so bad down here. These people are so bad. We got to get the hell out of Dodge now. You know. So
Shit.
I don't, you know, I'm tired of the Mexicans. We got like everywhere I look now in New York City, they're dropping them off by the busloads. All you see is little 4-footers, you know. You see little 4-footers everywhere, you see their women walk.
Right, you see, now you're going someplace else. Hold on, stay with me. Guys, does anybody know this guy's name, American Cholo, on YouTube? Again, he and Tyga had a good conversation with the LA Leakers. I don't know if Tyga's going to take the video down. I don't know if he should. Maybe just some type of, what do you call it, Rory? Some type of disclaimer. I'm printing this out right now.
Saying what? What's he going to say? We don't mean to offend Mexicans. How you going to offend them? Look at the way they live where they're from. The hell you talk about offending them? Those are not people you could offend. They wake up in the morning and there's 50 bodies hanging in the town square. But you offended by some tortilla chips falling out of the sky? Come on, man. Come on, man. Waving their flags of corruption and shit, you know?
Okay. Now, hold on. Now, you got that from me, waving flags of corruption. Now, hang on a second. Slow down. Let's slow down. Stay with me. Don't you go anywhere. I got to go to Cash App. Can you hold on, Rory?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Jason, I got your donation. Okay, Antone Walker. Yeah, that's the guy who used to date Evelyn Lozada. He played with the Celtics, I think with the Miami Heat. This nigga ran through, I think, $100 million. Splurging. Buying his family members all sorts of fucking BMWs and fucking Mercedes-Benz. And the nigga, he wound up playing in some fucking D-League eating cold cuts and Rice Krispies. That's what he said. Trying to get back in the NBA. Vic Damone got your donation. He says, do you realize the world sees you as black? So I don't care how you see me. I don't care. I am an objectivist. You don't determine how I move in society. I am limitless, sir. Here in America has an issue with race, which is a social construct. It doesn't hinder me, sir, but thank you for your donation. I don't let somebody tell me I'm a certain color and that's supposed to determine where I can go and how I can fucking live. Jamal got your donation. Coach Derek Fisher got fired from Knicks over a Latina. Yeah, what was her name? Derek Fisher. Yeah, thank you, man. We'll add him to the list. Hi, Diane. Got your donation. I don't see a message, but thank you for tapping in. Mr. Biggs, I just spoke to him. Thank you for your donation. Brooklyn Pastor Rod. Yeah, I saw the Brooklyn Pastor's 30-minute sermon. He tried to call it a press conference. What a goofy. I'm not talking about that tonight. Maybe Sunday we'll circle back, but thank you for your donation. Fuego, who was the sponsor to check out? For event tickets? Hold on a second. Thank you for asking. Give me a second, guys. I got so much going on. Let me put this on the screen right now. Thank you for asking. For event tickets and anything with regards to conferences, and as you just said, events, go to www.eventmoon.com. I say again, www.eventmoon.com. Okay, and who's on hold? American Cholo, where are you, sir? What area code? What area code are you calling in from? I would love to have you on the line. Can you email me your area code, American Cholo? Rory, you there? Where's Rory?
Yeah. I'm here.
Okay, let me put my email address on the screen because I enjoyed how this man and Tyga had a conversation. And listen, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. I'm riding with the Mexicans on this. So the whole having the Latina girl suck his big toe. I'm like, what the fuck? That was a bit much, man. That was a bit much in 2022, you know? American Cholo, there's my email address. Let me see if, or if you can tell me, let me just take a guess. Let me see. What's that, California? Maybe 818? American Cholo, is that you, 818? Hello?
You know we from the 818, baby. Come on now.
That's you?
Yeah, that's me, homeboy. Let's do this.
Okay, hold on a second. Rory,
Press one for status.
Rory, slow down. Rory, slow down. Let me put my homie Rory on hold. Hey, man, what is your number? Thank you for what is your name? Pardon me. Thank you for tapping in.
What's that?
What is your name? I saw you on LA Leakers. What is
My name is Gil, my man, Gil.
Gill?
Yes, sir.
All right, good to hear from you, man. We've been talking about Tyga's apology. I'm not sure how far you went back with the live stream this evening. I'm kind of in agreement.
Yes,
I'm kind of in agreement with you and the Mexican community. In 2022, I don't think it was a good look. Now, is it art? Yes, it's art. But as you pointed out when you spoke, he's had success in the past with Go Loco, Ay Macarena, and Tat It Like a Cholo. Where do you want to start, please?
And then you had the carne asada one, but it's unfortunate. Like you had that other caller who's ignorant, that was saying that we can't be offended and that we should take this kind of stuff. That's the same thing white America in the racist time said to black men. So it's unfortunate you got so many, not even so many, it's a small minority of African Americans that are saying shit like that to us. We shouldn't be offended. Like the guy, we come from Mexico. Brother, we all come from humble beginnings at one point or another. But now that we're here in America, we're letting it wasn't even the African American community, it was the industry. No, we're tired of being mocked. We're tired of being the butt of the jokes. You guys would not like it if it was the other way around, and that's why I try to make Tyga realize, and I think that's why it picked up so much steam, because I had to put it in there and twist it and say, what if that was an African American eating fried chicken in a dirty ass room,
right,
and then he's coming out, he's in a Lincoln Cadillac, and you got watermelons falling from the sky? That's not art, man. That's buffoonery.
Right. Now, to his credit, Tyga did apologize. I don't know if he's going to take the video down or not, and I'm not sure he should have.
The video's down. The video's down.
Whoa.
The video's down. He's down from his YouTube. It's down from his Instagram, brother.
Okay, but now other people have ripped the file because I saw the video. Okay, so now how far do you go back with hip-hop culture? Give us some of your background, and I want to promote your platform. You're on YouTube, 51,000 subscribers. American Cholo, go ahead.
I'll give you my little background real quick. I was actually born in Honduras. I came here when I was about 6 or 7 years old in 1981.
Okay.
I ended up moving right here to North Hollywood, California, where I still stayed.
Okay.
I joined a street gang in 1980. I joined a street gang in 1989, and then by 91, I was in jail, youth authority, which is like youth prison. I did about 6 years. I was coming in and out because I was a gangbanging fool. That was the times in LA, right? So I was a gangbanger all through the 90s. In 99, I finally came out of jail for the last time, and I had a decision to make. Either I'm going to take care of my family because my daughter is either going to go into foster care, and my wife and her son at the time, which is now my son, they're not going to have a father. So you know what? I said, I'm walking away from this gang life. I started digging ditches for a construction company. I eventually got my contractor's license, became a contractor.
Okay.
So that's why I say I went from the Cholo to the American. That's why I call myself American Cholo, because I live both worlds.
Okay. So now, my history, not to make this about me, but having traveled, having lived in,
of course,
North Hollywood for quite some time, and having driven on multiple occasions from the Orchid Suites in North Hollywood down to MacArthur Park to buy Coke from Mexicans in 1990.
Okay.
I found these to be...
So you were out here.
I was out there. I was working for Virgin Records. I found these to be good people. I never get robbed, beat on the coke, and that may sound a little stereotypical, but most of Mexico was most of California, pardon me, was Mexico at one point. Yes, can you give us some background for those who don't know?
Well, yeah, most of California was. So was New Mexico.
Texas.
So was Texas. They came in here. America came in here and started a fight, bullied us in there, got a fight. Why? So they could sit there and make a war, and after that, put a gun to your head and say, hey, you guys are either going to sign this treaty and give us this land, or we're going to kill you. That was bottom line.
But now, to be fair, you did some bad deals as well. It wasn't just being robbed. But now, hang on a second.
Well, it's not that we bad deal. They put a gun to your head and say, either you sign this or you're going to die. What are you going to do?
Okay. Are you the podcast? I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. There's a podcast that says Mexicans should get reparations before black people, African Americans. Is that your show, or is that a different show?
No, right. Okay, so right now, ever since I came on the radar, right, people are getting small clips of any video that I made. They're trying to dissect it, and they're pretty much trying to cancel me already. And look, this guy's a racist. Look, this guy's this. I had a conversation with a young African American today that posted some stuff and say, look, he's against reparations, he's racist. I said, listen, my man, only because I disagree with you doesn't make me a racist.
Right.
I'm not sitting here saying anything. I'm just saying as a taxpayer, I'm like, no, dude, I'm not for giving reparations. As a matter of fact, right now we just got off a live with a couple of brothers. Because me, on my platform, we talk about everything. You could join the live. You can stream inside. I want to have a conversation. I don't want to have a fight. And the thing is that most people that don't want to have a conversation, they're going to disrespect you. They're going to call you out your name because in reality, they don't know how to speak and communicate. And we're here where we're at, no, man, we can have a conversation about anything. So when it came to that reparation, it was us sitting down and they were asking about it. And I was like, no, as a taxpayer, I'm like, I don't want to pay more money. And then people went, oh, look, he's racist. That's not racist. I just don't agree with what you agree with.
So that was your platform? Because I didn't get a chance to click on it, but there was a platform.
No, I didn't. No, I think maybe somebody got a clip and put that title, but that was not my title. That was not my clip.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, hey, man. Again, I enjoyed watching you and Tyga on the LA Leakers. Salute to them from Power 106. So Tyga apologized.
No, it was a great conversation. It was a great conversation. Tyga. Okay, listen. Let me make this very clear.
Come on.
Tyga from here on out is invited to every carne asada from here to New York, homeboy, from California, New York.
Right.
That guy is going to get so much love from our community as he should. He stood up as a man. Yeah, as he should. He stood up as a man, came and apologized and said, you know what, man, I really didn't know. So it was a learning lesson for him and for us as well, right? Yeah. And then at the end, he took that video down. Tyga, first of all, didn't have to meet up with us. Right. Tyga didn't have to make that video.
He reached out to the LA
industry.
Hang on. Tyga reached out to the LA Leakers and said, I want to sit down with Gil from American Cholo. Yes, that's how it went down.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how it went down. And then we had Entertainment Lulu. He's a guy that's very well known in the industry. Mm-hmm. They reached out to him, and then they reached out to someone. You know, in LA, if you're tapped in, you're tapped in. And then eventually they started asking, hey, who's this guy? And they started telling, that's the homie Gil, man. Hey, is he a hothead? Like, no, man, he's not a hothead. So at first they were standoffish. They thought I was going to come in there and, try to do some bullshit street politics. But street politics don't work in corporate America. Right, you got to come in there smooth, collective, and get your point across. That way, you know what? You actually communicated. And it worked out great because, you know what? We didn't look like fools. Tyga didn't look like no fools. We all looked like, damn, these are some civil guys. And it kind of showed LA especially. Right. This is how we do it, guys. We don't fight. We don't put guns because that's what we've been doing in LA for the last 50 years. And what have we got? Nothing. We got people in prison. We got people in jail. We got us pushing out of our own city. We're destroying our own community. And then after looking at everybody else, say, whose fault is it? It's our fault. But this was a great point to show everybody.
I think so.
This is how you do it, man. You sit down like men.
Yeah. Hey, and if I can just say this, you don't have to know how old I am or how far I go back, but I promoted Kid Frost. This is for La Raza back in 1990. I was national director.
What's that? I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I was national director at Virgin Records. I promoted Kid Frost. This is for La Raza. Is he still alive? I know he was sick for a while. That's going very far back. Do you know Kid Frost? Kid Frost.
Okay, right on.
You ever heard of? Is he still alive? Kid Frost. Can you hear me, Gil? Can you hear me, Gil?
You sound kind of far away. I'm having a little hard time hearing you.
Okay, is Kid Frost still alive? You know who Kid Frost is? He's a pioneer. Kid Frost. This is for La Raza.
No, yeah. Kid Frost is still alive. His health deteriorated a little bit. I know he had some. I think he had like a heart transplant, man.
Yeah.
He's an older guy. He had a little problem with diabetes, but now he's back at it. He's doing shows here and there. So he's doing it.
Okay. And we always have to say salute to Be Real Cypress Hill because you guys were part of the building blocks of West Coast hip hop. It wasn't just Ice-T and NWA. But anyway, hey man, do you want to talk to Rory? He's that's my homie. Do you want to answer a couple of questions, or do you guys, Rory? Can we have a civil conversation? I got Gil on the line. White boy Rory, light skin Rory.
White boy Rory. No problema. yo, you Cholo, you came on here and you tried to portray like you humble and you come to America, but you said the first thing you did when you came to this country is you brought your criminality and your corrupt ways with you, and you were victimizing Americans for 10 years.
Hey, Rolly.
For 10 years,
Rolly,
and then you became a gangbanger.
Hey, Rolly,
right?
I just did exactly what you guys taught us to do. Go to other people's land, kill, destroy, pillage, and rape, homeboy. So don't sit here and try to tell me you came. We learned it from watching you, Playboy.
Guys, one at a time, guys.
Guys, killed nobody.
One at a time.
We bought that land.
No, you just went to.
We bought that land.
You just went to.
You went to. And you bought some tequila and some. You bought some tequila.
The white boy don't want to let people talk.
That's all it was. It was an even trade.
Let me know when you're done.
Said, listen.
Okay, so hang on a second. Guys. Rory, we have to do one at a time. Gil from American Cholo, hold on a second. Let Rory talk, and then I'll let you speak. Rory, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, like I said, this guy got on the line, and he said exactly what I was saying. He did, he ain't even trying to sugarcoat it. This whole BS about them being humble people and coming to this country for a better life, that's not what they're coming here for. He said it himself. He said he left Honduras because it was so bad to live with his own people. It was so bad down there. He had to run to the white man, and then what does he do? He don't try to better himself. No, he gets right into the dirt. He stays right in the mud. And what he was doing back in his country, he starts doing over here. He starts victimizing people, criminality. Yo, homeboy, you come to this country from where you come from. You should have been in school, taking advantage of every goddamn situation you could. But you couldn't do that because you come from a criminal culture, and you couldn't shake that. You couldn't shake that. It was only until you started feeling like you're going to go to jail.
Hey, I don't got that much time, man. You got to give this guy, he's going to go for 40 minutes.
My life out.
Okay, okay, Rory.
I don't know how they didn't deport your ass a long time ago.
Okay, Rory,
you come over here being a criminal.
Rory, let Gil respond. Go ahead, Gil, you have the floor.
Deported his ass.
Okay, you ready?
Go ahead.
You ready? First of all, like I said, we learned it from watching you. You say we come over here. You came to America.
Gil, you gotta watch the language. Gil. You
came over here.
Gotta watch the language.
And did exactly what you're saying that we did. As far as Honduras goes, guess what? The gang population was exported from California and from other parts of the country. So what we exported was over there.
Illegal immigrants.
Wait. See,
by illegal
that's the problem with you.
Rory, let the man speak. Let him speak.
See, that's the problem to you. If I let you speak, then let me speak. And as far as I got my own home, I got my own business, I'm doing my own thing. I guarantee you I'm much more successful than your dumbass that just sits there and talks all your shit. And as far as
Okay, hang on. Gil, slow down. Gil, can you hear me? Gil, can you hear me?
Came from during the CIA during
Gil, guys, we have to take it easy on the profanity. We're having a good discussion. Please, Gil, can you hear me? Gil?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, we have to slow down on the profanity. You're a content creator. You know that on YouTube. You know that on YouTube there are restrictions. Please continue.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, I don't care about monetization on YouTube.
I do.
I know. I get you, brother. I get you.
Go ahead. You were saying, go ahead, Gil.
At the end, listen. At the end, people like Rula or Rolly, whatever his name is,
Rory,
are just a bunch of racist rednecks that sit there and want to point the finger at everybody else, and you did this and that. Do the ends justify the means? I come from a huge family. Now I'm a regular person. We've all gone through stuff in this country. There's all kind of corruption going on since day one. And all of a sudden you want to sit here and get on your high horse and say that you guys ain't no different than anybody else. You guys been murdering, killing, slaughtering, and you guys killed thousands of, not even millions of people. We still do it around the world every day. So get up your high horse, my man. We're all on the same shit boat.
Okay. All right. Hang on a second, and we have to watch the language. I don't want to keep saying this. All right, Rory,
that's what you said?
All right, Rory, I'm going to let you respond. We're going to give Gil the last word. He was kind enough to call in. You have 2 minutes. Rory, go ahead.
Yeah, I don't have to curse. I could express myself like a normal human being, unlike Cholo Puto over there. But he comes on here and tries to say He comes on here and tries to say that, you know, America created the gang problem in his country. That's all lies. That's mainstream media lies, because the people who came over here and who were the gang members were illegal immigrants. You can't deport American citizens to a foreign country. The only reason they were able to be deported was because they were illegal aliens like himself, who came over here and started victimizing American citizens when they weren't supposed to be here in the first place. You know, when you're a guest in somebody else's house and you act, eventually you're going to get the boot. And when you start acting up, you're going to get it sooner than later. You see why people voted for Trump. You see why people voted for Trump. You got a problem in your country and in Central America and Mexico with the narco-corrupt culture, a death culture. You celebrate death, Dia de Muerta. You guys, you're all wrapped up in that. And then you want to, everything is no responsibility, shift the blame. But, you know, if you didn't need help or anything, you would stay where you goddamn were. You got the Pacific Ocean. You got a beautiful country that's fertile land. You got the Gulf of Mexico. But no, you people are so corrupt and backwards and criminals that you got to come running to the white man who you don't like, who you say stole everything for you. Why would you come to your victimizer? Why would you run to your colonizer? To this day, coming by the millions, running away from yourselves. There's nobody else that lives in Honduras except for Hondurans.
Okay.
You're being victimized by your own people.
Okay.
And you're bringing that shit over here.
Okay, Rory. Okay. Gil, you have 2 minutes.
You ready?
You have 2 minutes to respond. And Gil, let me say, Gil, thank you for calling in, but please. Gil, thank you for calling in, but please know I do not share video or audio. I have to say that for legal reasons. But good, you can respond. You have 2 minutes, please.
Oh, no problem. Okay. I ain't tripping.
Okay.
Listen, what Rory is just a backwards ass guy. If he knew anything about me, he would know that I'm actually for, you know, tougher border patrol, right? And have.
Rory.
You had your chance. You had your chance at a Rory. All right, now be a man and just go there and stay quiet while another man speaks, right?
Got it.
He says that we're the ones. The Irish had gangs. The Jews had gangs. The Italians had gangs. Everybody had gangs. And what the issue is with Mr. Rory and what he's scared of is what's coming. It's called the sleeping giant. It's called the Calimac movement. Central American, Latinos, Indigenous, Mexican American, Chicanos. We're waking up to the BS. We're going to get politically involved. And whether you want to admit or not, Mr. Rory, we will be the majority and we will take over this thing, but in a positive way for the community to grow. People like you are a cancer to the community. Everywhere you go, you're spewing hate and vile and garbage. But you know what? I'm not going to get sidetracked with you. Our movement will keep going. We're going to be in your neighborhoods today, tomorrow, the next day, the next year. We're not going anywhere, baby, and that's the problem with you, and you can't handle it.
All right, Gil, listen, that's 2 minutes. Hey, man, I appreciate you tapping in. And again, I saw you on LA Leakers. Salute to them again. Let me just make sure I got the correct pronunciation. Justin and DJ Sourmillk. Yes, that's who
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That show on Power 106.
All right, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Rolly, man. Go take your meds.
All right, man. Salute. Stay in touch. Okay. All right. That was Gil tapping in, and I like what Roy was saying because, as you know, I voted for Trump twice, but we have to have these healthy discussions. We're doing good on a Friday night. We're doing good. Roy, you good? You good?
I'm good. Yo, all of a sudden, they're going to come over here and they're going to make our country great. They couldn't do it over there, but if you listen to him, they're going to take over here and they're going to make it better than we made it. Because you can see the example they left where they came from.
Okay.
You know? Right. Come on, man.
All right,
come on,
hang
man.
on. Rory, I got to go grab some goddamn Grey Goose from in the kitchen. Folks, we're going to take a 1 minute break. Rory, sit tight, all right? Sit tight. 1 minute. 1 minute.
I'm cool.
Is Rory there? What happened? Yes, no, maybe? I think he's got me on hold.
Yeah. Stop here.
All right. All right, sit tight. I think On the Block with Jen might be tapping in. Wait, okay. No, that's not her number. All right, let me go to Cash App. Gorilla Zoe, I got your donation. Okay, he says, tell that guy he should address Mexicans who side with white supremacy before talking about us Hang yourself, bitch boy. Thank you for your donation. Big Aki talking hella spicy as a taxpayer. Hang on a second. Let me go back. Big Aki's. Okay, Big Aki is getting that gangster of love. Let me start there. Your father was a cop, and you grew up liking bussy. Nigga, you Eddie Winslow, and they don't give attitudes because ICE is a call away. Okay? Big Aki also says, are Latinas loyal to black men? Question mark. No, as a matter of fact, they still stab you in the back quicker than for the almighty white man. LOL, okay? Big Aki also says, as a taxpayer, question mark, nigga, as a taxpayer, I don't want to pay for your effing anchor babies. Niggas coming over, breeding like roaches, draining the country. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, I'm looking for a call or two. Okay, where's Dana? Is Dana tapping in? We got ourselves a show tonight, goddamn. Oh, Dana, I'm sorry. Are you on the line? Dana, my apologies. Dana with the dad, are you there?
You get to sip it and forget about me. It's all about Rory tonight.
Well, Dana, you already know I'm 58. I got 6 goddamn windows, 2 big ass iMacs. So listen, you can always text me 3 and 4 times, say nigga, I'm on hold. You can do that, all right?
I wanted to tell that anchor baby he is a whole lie because I have a clip.
Let's go.
I have a clip it was him on his podcast, and I'm going to break it down on my show, Reparation Sunday to Sunday.
Okay.
It was a clip with him and 2 other men,
okay.
all Mexicans, saying that every...
Hold on a second. Who's it? I'm sorry, Dana, go ahead. Pardon me, but that was wrong. You were saying, go ahead.
He said every Mexican in California need to protest reparations for ADOS.
That was him?
I don't know what...
That was Gil?
That's what he said, that every Mexican in California should protest reparations, the reparation bill that was passed in California for ADOS. So it wasn't no discussion he had with a black person. No, he's calling all Mexicans to protest that bill.
Okay.
So he's not an ally. He ain't no friend, no brother, no nothing. No, he is an anchor baby, and they come over here, yes, with the gangs and the violence when they need to worry about the femicide that's going on in Mexico. So he's not for, he's against anything ADOS Black American. So and that's the problem. You got to start weaving out a lot of these quote unquote South Americans or Mexicans, because they do have that WS type of ideology.
Okay.
So and then he's talking about we about to take over. No, the white man's still going to be in charge of America. That's the way I like it. So I don't care how many people come over here and have all these kids. You're never going to control America.
Okay.
Ever.
We're going to send them back. We're going to send them back. They can keep coming because eventually we're going to send them all back.
Build that wall. On the land and the sea and the
Stop
air.
Stop throwing your babies over the goddamn wall. Stop pushing them under the fence.
All right, so listen, guys, we're having a good discussion
ain't got
tonight.
enough Similac in this country. Stop pushing your babies under the fence and throwing them over the wall.
Right, Rory, hold on a second. Dana, do you want to hold it? You just want to say that, Dana?
I just wanted to say that because he's off the line. I wanted to say it to him while he was on the phone. But he's off the line. But I am going to break down that clip.
Okay.
And I'm going to break down all the Mexican history on Sunday.
Okay.
So, yeah, he's a liar. And we're not, if you're not for reparations for Black Americans, specifically ADOS, FBA, then I can't rock with you.
Okay. Thank you for calling, Dana. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good one.
Okay.
Bye.
And folks, please know that this is the Star Report, the objective perspective. I like to let other people speak. I want you, the listener, and the viewer to see other people call in and chime in. It's my job to let them speak. Even if I don't agree with them, you don't agree with them, I want to have a conversation. That's what I do, you know? Oh, area code 702. Who is in the building? Let's get this cracking tonight, goddamn. 702.
What's up?
Introduce yourself, 702. You just finished up a live on your platform, On the Block with Jen, yes?
Yes, On the Block with Jen. I just dissected the Will Smith half-ass backhanded apology.
Yeah. Yeah. That was crazy.
I had to dissect that, and I sliced it and diced it up real nicely for everybody if they want to go see that.
Okay.
I just wrapped that show.
On the Block with Jen.
I've been listening to you for a little while. Yes, it's On the Block with Jen. I've been listening for a little while. It sounds like I walked into the racist expo. Let's get it on.
Let's go. Rory, you still there? What's light-skinned Rory? Okay, I think he's hanging out.
Sound like the racist expo did. Woo!
Okay. So my title, Tyga apologizes to the Mexican community. I'm a Trump supporter. I voted for Trump twice, but I like the fact that Gil called in. He and Rory had an exchange, but we had a nice conversation. Did you see the Tyga video that's in my community section? Ay Caramba. Did you see the video?
I saw. First of all, shout out to Gil from the American Cholo. He's dope. He's the fam. I did see the video.
Come on.
I did see the video.
Come on.
I thought it was corny. I thought, aside from it being, insulting to Mexican culture, like, if it was funny, because I know Eminem has done stuff like that. Madonna has dressed up like an Asian. Beyonce is a trans Latina every other video.
La Isla Bonita. Right?
Right. It's like all pop stars take from other cultures, all of them, all of them. Yeah. So, I just thought it was a corny presentation. I'm like, who's going to sing this? Who's going to dance to it? Who's going to play it? What is this? It looks like a Cheetos commercial or like a Super Bowl Doritos commercial. I don't know what Tyga was doing. I don't know what hip-hop is turning into, but I thought it was corny. As far as it being insulting to Mexican culture, if he had a sit down, with Mexican people and they okayed it, then it is what it is at this point, I guess.
Okay. Well, he did a sit down with the LA Leakers. They are part of Power 106 in Los Angeles. That's a radio station. Mm-hmm. And they had a great discussion. Gil and Justin and DJ Sour. I'm sorry. I think it was Justin. I don't think DJ Sourmillk was in the conversation. Pardon me. They had a good discussion. So Tyga apologized. According to Gil, he took the video down. Are you saying this is cultural appropriation? Jen, you're Puerto Rican. You say the N-word all day, a day. You were with a black. You were married to a black man. You've got a beautiful gift. Is this cultural?
Yeah. Well, I'm not.
Go ahead.
I don't say nigga all day every day. I say it, where it fits. You know what I'm saying? I don't use all day every day, but you got to admit that word fits in every now and then. But yes, I am Puerto Rican. It seems like a lot of people be ignorant. There's a difference between Puerto Rican and Mexican. I know people don't have that much capacity in their brain to understand different culture and ethnicities. But yes, Puerto Ricans and Mexicans.
Oh, they understand. And to be clear, Mexicans look down on Puerto Ricans, Jen, yes?
I don't know. I don't know any Mexicans personally that look down on Puerto Ricans. So I don't.
I do. But go ahead. I'll play stupid. Go ahead. I do. Go ahead.
I mean, of course. But everybody looks down on everybody. Blacks to whites to blacks, Puerto Ricans to blacks to Puerto Ricans, like that. It's like breathing or farting. Everybody does it. Mm-hmm. Everybody does it. My people that are Mexican, we don't have that going on between us. But I'm sure, it happens.
Okay.
It happens between culture and ethnicities.
Rory, do you want to chime in, or did he hang up? I thought he was on the line. Hold on a second.
Rory, be ready to fight.
His phone is not on.
Yeah.
What is Rory? Is he white, Italian, Irish? What is Rory? I don't even know.
He's right there. He can speak for himself.
Yeah, I'm Irish. I was born in the Bronx, up on right on Kingsbridge Road. I'm from up there, Kingsbridge.
Okay.
You know St. James Park.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so not too far from there.
You had to get out of there, Rory, because the Puerto Ricans.
Jen, I don't know what you're talking about. Mexicans don't like Puerto Ricans at all. Not at all. They consider you black, first off. Second off, they think that the Spanish that you speak is horrible. There's always been a rival between Mexicans and Puerto Ricans. If any Puerto Ricans over here get in trouble out in California on the West Coast, those Mexicans will tear him up if he goes to jail. They will tear him up. So I mean, you should know a little more about culture because you were from the Bronx, but you know, you call yourself Jenny on the block, and what block you from?
Okay, so I'm not Jenny on the block. I'm on the block with Jen. That's my channel name. It's on the block.
So you used to be on the block, right?
Okay, so also, let me finish, Rory. Also, yes, I am from the Bronx, all over the Bronx. I lived on the Grand Concourse. I lived on Burnside. I lived on Walton. I lived on Prospect Avenue. So I've lived all over the Bronx, okay? I'm very well-versed. Lastly, of course, in all ethnicities, I can find Irishmen that would look at you like Irish trash. It happens everywhere in all ethnicities.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does make sense. I can find an Irishman who works corporate America, who's good-looking, okay, make a lot of money, and would look at you like Irish trash. Is that not correct?
You don't know how much money I got in the bank.
It doesn't
You
matter.
saw my
I saw
picture.
what you look
You
like.
saw my
Let me
picture.
finish.
You got weak in your knees.
Let me finish.
You let a little bit of flan slip out of your leg between your legs when you saw my picture.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
All right, guys, one at a time, please. And Malou Vasquez.
Come on, girl.
Hold on, Malou, I got your donation.
Jen, just
Malou, give me a second. I'm going to read your donation, Malou Vasquez.
You've been around.
Go ahead, guys.
You know what I mean? You got thrown out of a bunch of apartments in the Bronx. That's not something to be proud of. That's not something to be proud of. We all know when the Puerto Ricans came to the Bronx, the first thing they did was start stabbing the shit out of everybody, and they moved right into the projects. And you got fourth-generation Puerto Ricans, fifth-generation Puerto Ricans still living in the same projects in the Bronx, collecting social welfare, right? And your country is the number one leader. Your whatever it's called territory is the number one leader in EBT, in food stamps. You know, so you're another non-contributor. The only reason that I don't bang on Puerto Ricans like that is because a lot of them serve in our armed forces. So yes, I do see a difference between Puerto Ricans and Central Americans that jump over the fence or throw themselves over the wall. But you should see that too, because you have a blind allegiance and an alliance, which all you Spanish people do, to La Raza. But Mexicans wouldn't spit on you, girl. They wouldn't save you from nothing. You'd be treated like trash if you went to Mexico.
Okay, Rory, let Jen respond,
You
please.
used to be treated in the Bronx.
Okay, Rory, let Jen respond. Where's Jen?
Okay, so what I'm not going to do, Star, is argue with another one of these bums. Okay, that's what I'm not going to do. I'm not going to argue with the white trash.
She's calling me a bum, but she lives in North Dakota.
Are you going to let me speak? Are you going to let me speak? Are you going to let me speak?
You got kicked out of 7 apartments in the Bronx, but I'm a
Rory,
let
us speak, Rory. Let us speak. Okay, Jen, you have the floor.
Okay. I'm just going to address one thing. The most people on welfare collecting EBT are white trash, statistically. Okay, so I don't know where this guy's pulling, his Lucky Charm information from. Okay, but the most people on EBT swiping that card are white trash. Let's be clear. He could barely stitch an American English sentence together. It sounds like he has spit collected on the corners of his mouth. I am not going to argue with white trash.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
I don't give a fuck what he's saying.
Jen, you gotta watch the F-bomb. We're doing great. Jen, we're doing great.
Okay, well,
watch the
let me
F-bomb.
just say, I have Mexican people in my network and in my family. We get along fine. American Cholo is that dude.
Okay.
I've spoken to him before.
Oh, have
so
you?
I'm not about to sit here and go back and forth with white trash.
Okay.
I'm not going to do it.
All right.
You want to see my live stream, go to On the Block with Jen, but I'm not doing the white trash tonight. I can't do it. I can't.
All right.
It's
Hey,
embarrassing.
All right. Jen, hold on a second. Rory, sit tight. Rory, I want to talk to Jen. I want to talk to Jen about the showrunner. Can you hold on, Rory? Can you hold on?
Sure.
All right, stay there. Okay. Jen, hold on a second. I want to read a super chat from Malu Vasquez. Hi, Malu. She says, we come here for a better life. My mother instilled ethics in us. It's flattering when our culture is, she says flattering, when our culture is appropriated by society respectfully. Talk all that smack about us, but don't go to Mexico with that energy. Promise. All right, thank you, Malu, if I said your name right. Okay. And wait a minute. Aaron, if that's you, sit tight.
Yeah.
Sit tight, Aaron.
Oh,
sit
yeah.
tight. Sit tight.
Oh,
sit
yeah.
Okay,
I've been waiting.
All right, sit tight for God's sakes. All right. Jen is on the line by herself. Yes? On the block with Jen?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
I got your banner coming up. I'm sipping. I feel great. Jen, the showrunner are Latina women loyal to black men. Where's my notes? Randy called you the nigga specialist. Let me just go down the list here. Scottie Pippen, when he was on top of the world, him and Larsa Pippen, they were a thing. The money ran out, that Hispanic bitch ran out. Exhibit, who I've never met, he's going through a divorce with some type of Latina. Dr. Dre, his Latina shit fell apart. Salute to my homie Joe Budden, who I love and respect so much. Sin Santana, she couldn't play her position. I'm not gonna say she ran out, but she couldn't play her position. Diddy, J-Lo ran out on Diddy. Gloria Velez, who I love. Gloria Velez and Aaron Hall, they couldn't make it work. And Antoine Walker and what is her name? Oh God, what is Antoine Walker's ex? Something of Evelyn Lozada. Let me remember her name down. Jen, are Latina women loyal to black men? That's the question, please.
Of course, and we never cheat neither.
Come on.
We're loyal to black men unless you're talking about that list of black men that you just read, and you bringing around other fine dudes and other rich dudes, then you're expendable.
Huh?
Then those men become expendable. That's what it is.
How so?
But we're loyal. We don't even cheat. Latina women don't cheat. Don't believe the hype. We don't cheat. We stab, but we don't cheat.
Do you have male friends, Jen?
Of course.
Huh?
Yes, of course.
That's cheating. That's cheating.
What?
That's cheating.
How is that cheating?
The worst cheating, in my opinion, is mental cheating. I'm so conceited, I can never be insecure. If I'm treating you, if I can just go left here for a second, as my special one, you're special. I wifed you. I put a baby up in you. I gave you a ring. What do you need another male to confide in for? Most males are not men. Most males are not men. Again, I'm not insecure, but if you're talking to some bitch-made male who's pillow talking, simping, laying in the cut, hoping he can smash, that's disrespecting our union. That's disrespecting what we're working towards. That's worse than sex. I don't mind you taking it deep in your rectum on your lunch break, very discreetly. But telling a bitch-ass nigga, up on Instagram or Facebook where I took you and having him comment on anything, that's cheating. Go ahead, Jen.
Let me ask you this. Would you have female friends?
No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No.
Okay, then I digress.
Women.
If you're not gonna,
Go ahead.
If I'm in a relationship and he's not gonna have female friends, then I can easily nix my male friends. That's not a problem for me. But if you're gonna have female friends, you're not coming for my male friends.
I have female associates. But as far as female...
associates.
No. But as far as friends, if you and I are in a relationship, a committed relationship, if we're together and my phone rings, baby, answer that phone. There's a password. Answer that phone. Check any bitch who's calling or texting after 10 p.m. Check that bitch.
Ooh.
Check that bitch and tell her it's private time. Call him tomorrow. I'm on that type of time. Go ahead, jump in.
Well, I have a rule, I do, like, my associates, I have a rule, I don't let them call after 9 p.m. I've gotten into it with a couple friends for calling after 9 p.m., so I'm strict like that, too.
Right.
But, yeah, I mean, I could rock with that. I don't mind that. I could rock with that.
No. Most females...
I'm talking.
Pardon me. All females, respectfully, are jealous of their own shadows. So I'm not giving any female... I'm not going to think that she's empowered. She has anything over my relationship. If I'm in a relationship with a woman, break yourself and mind your business. Do not call or text or think I'm going to talk to you about what's going on with me and my girl. My girl is special.
Right.
You're not my girl. You're not special. You're just an associate. So, no, I don't have female friends. I don't confide in other females. Excuse me, I'm chewing a pretzel. But my thing is with males. Most males are not men. Most males are simps, bitch-defied, ear hustling, commenting, concerned about where the fuck I took my girl. And if she's talking to those bitch-made niggas, her and I can't do anything long-term. Okay?
But let me ask you this. You said that you don't even want her online saying where you took her, so she can't post a picture like, I'm at, this restaurant.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Okay.
No, you pose and tell her, but don't entertain bitch ass niggas commenting, talking slick and greasy about where the fuck I took you. And never mind all this back and forth DMing. Yeah, okay, if somebody comments, he comments. If the motherfucker's, getting a little too intrusive, get that nigga the fuck out of here. He's a bitch nigga. He's a bitch nigga.
Okay.
You feel me? No, you can have a...
No, that's fair.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I want to finish up with Rory and somebody else. I'll get Aaron on hold. All right, you know what? I'm going to finish up with you, Jen, and then finish up with Rory. Good to hear from you. And let's promote your platform again. You did a show earlier on Will Smith, yes?
Yes, I did. Dissected the Will Smith apology on the block with Jen. Okay.
Great to talk to you. And keep me posted if you and Gil talk again from American Cholo. I'm not sure about...
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him in a while. But he did promote some of my stuff way back. So I haven't heard from him in a while, though. I haven't tapped in.
I enjoyed the conversation. And I'm gonna dig a little deeper into his channel. But thank you, Jen. Good to hear from you.
All right. Good night, sir.
Okay, good night. All right. Bye. Rory, are you there? Rory.
Yo, what's up, player?
We're having a good conversation.
Yeah, the only thing she got to say is, you white trash, Rory's white. I know that. I never said I wasn't. I don't care. What the hell you talking? Everybody knows that. I'm Irish. I'm not like no prim and proper Englishman or something. I'm Irish. I'm New York Irish. I'm white trash all day, every day.
All right.
On a Monday, a Sunday, and a Friday.
Okay. Hey, man, I got to take more calls. Aaron's on hold. Thank you for tapping. Anything else you want to mention? Or are you going to send me a new picture soon? They love your pictures, man.
Yeah, hit you up with another picture soon, man. Definitely.
All right.
And Trump 2024. We're gonna get reparations for FBA as long as they vote for Trump and back him up. That type of guy he is. He's gonna back you up. Believe that. Don't believe the media. And we're gonna get rid of these narco terrorists coming up from Central America and Mexico, and we're kind of done with all of that. We got to get rid of them, man. We got to build a safety net over the wall, stop them throwing the babies and stuff, and save the Sourmillk.
All right.
We're going to be good. We're going to be all right.
Good to talk to you,
2024, man.
Good to talk to you. Take care, Rory.
All right, man.
All right. Light skin Rory tapping in. White boy Rory, the white Denzel, whatever you want to call him. Aaron, area code 202. Thank you for being patient, man. Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
Man, I've been patient, man, for a while. Man.
Let's go.
Hey, I'm gonna say this. For the last year and a half, matter of fact, before then, all we've been hearing about online, and I want your audience to listen to this. All we've been hearing about that these white people have been, quote unquote, these white supremacists, they call them, have been talking about replacement theory. You literally just had a guy come on here and said, we're going to take over America. Yeah. We're going to outnumber you. We're going to do this. We're going to be in your schools. We're going to be in your government. That's replacement theory.
Yes.
So with these white people that they've called white supremacists have been saying for years, you literally just had a guy who's not even from this country who literally just admitted that he's here to replace everybody. And black people fell for this stuff in the late 60s by wanting these people in here. And so the funny thing I heard from him, his fat ass, right? He said,
okay, hang on, Aaron, we're having a good discussion. Hang on. Let's not make it personal. And again, you're new to my platform. Okay. Hang on. You're new to my platform. This is the objective perspective. I want people to feel comfortable to call in, even if I don't agree with them. I vote conservative. I vote conservative. I'm a Trump guy. I voted for Trump twice. But I want other people to talk. I don't want them to think, I can't call that show because it's a black show. And you feel me? But go ahead, chime in. But just don't make it personal. Don't attack the guy. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I take the hatred for America and the exploitation of America personally. I take that personally.
Come on.
Right?
Come on.
Because I feel that he and the rest of his exploiting crew can come into America when they give America 400 years of labor.
Okay.
So let me tell you what I think America should do.
Okay.
I think America should recolonize Mexico and enslave all their people. And then they should make the black people here who went through slavery, they should make them the new plantation owners. This is not equality here. Your people walked through an imaginary line and you paid no dues to get in here. You didn't pledge a process. This is America by America. And you pledge no process to get in here. Okay? Your blood does not soak the soil of America. You are not. America is its people. Right? Listen to him. First off, he's not loyal. He said he's claiming Mexico, but he says he's from Honduras.
Right.
Those are two completely different places.
Facts.
He's from a migrant caravan, and the people in Mexico don't even like people from Honduras. And then my question to you, I'm familiar with Honduras, sir. What gang were you in? Is it a gang that ends in 13? Because that's one of the places it comes from.
Right.
And so no, and think about what he said. He came in here not as an American, did a crime, went to jail, and he's still here.
Yeah.
He's still here. He wasn't deported to his country. And that's the problem. So think about it like this, right? You literally let these people come in here and cut the line. We have schools in California that are falling apart. And I remember when I was in middle school in Kansas City, our school was falling apart, but yet they built a brand new ESL, English as a Second Language school, to teach these people. We had to dedicate nothing but resources. And Jen and him are on the biggest form of welfare out of here. The average Latino immigrant cost America over $106,000 per person. It costs to lock these people up.
You're right.
It costs to house them at the border.
You're right.
It costs money to deport them. Your whole stance is welfare. And then what's so funny is they want to talk about white trash, right? You want to talk about white people. White people civilized your countries. The dude from Honduras, your people deserve to be colonized and enslaved, and in fact, they got off easy. Your people were sacrificing people to the sun god. You were cutting babies open and sacrificing them.
Throwing women and children in wells. Don't forget that. Go ahead.
Yeah. And the thing about it is this. You're talking about, white people this and white people that. You're speaking a white language. The Spanish were white. Your people had done nothing. You've accomplished nothing. And you're a drag on everywhere. They're a drag on everywhere they go.
Aaron is cooking. Pay attention. Go ahead, Aaron.
The funny thing, I heard, you want to talk about Tyga making an offensive video. I didn't hear you calling in here about when your little Mexican gangs was firebombing black homes over in Boyle Heights a couple of years ago to get black people out of East LA. You see how they swept that story under the rug about how many black people have been murdered by people like this, right? How many homes have been set on fire? They were firebombing people in Boyle Heights because they did not want black people in their neighborhood. And there's some black people out here like, we just need to let everybody in. I'm telling you right now, you would much rather live under a majority white than a majority of them because they will have no sympathy on you, and they will be white people fought each other over black people. These people are not divided at all, right? They will stick with their own before they'll do anything for you. And they will come in, they're coming in here, they're using social services. This guy said he's Honduras, but yet his show is American Cholo. So are you from Honduras? Are you from Mexico? Or are you American? This we saw tonight. Why multicultural?
Aaron, take a break. Take a break. You're cooking. Aaron, take a break. Take a breather. I want you on the line. Hey. I want you on the line, man. Sit tight. I gotta get to some cash app. Can you hold? Can you go get a sip of ginger beer or something?
Yeah.
I gotta get to my donations. Sit tight. All right. Whew. Good show tonight, folks. Good show tonight. Okay. Who is sending me emails without a donation? Folks, I'm not your friend. I'm not your brother. I don't love you. You will never hear me say I love you, fam. Please stop sending a Cash App or a PayPal. Get the fuck from around me, okay? Fuego tapping in. Okay, I got your donation, Fuego. Thank you so much. SBM Streets. Viva Mexico. Okay. Okay, I don't know who you are. I'm going to assume you sent in a donation. Tori. New York City needs their DEA agent back from the 80s who look like Star. What is this? Windbreaker? Sir, that's all alleged. Please just slow down. Okay, thank you, Tori. Got your donation. Sir, that's all alleged. All alleged, right? Precision Health Solutions. Thanks for your support. Guys, I have a new sponsor, precisionhcs.org. Hang on a second. In my communities section, I want you to leave a comment. Precision Health Care, okay? Solutions with regards to healthcare services, individuals of all ages, okay? Physical or cognitive developmental delays, traumatic brain injury, medical fragile or handicapped, okay? Again, in my community section, please leave a comment, and thank you for being a sponsor, precisionhcs.org, okay? Mello got your donation. He says, Zach Lee is now hollering at catfish. Pay attention. What? Rory tapping, I got your donation, Rory, okay? Blade tapping in. The Irish were the colonized, not the colonizers. Set that white boy straight, Star. Okay, that's Blade tapping in. Aaron, okay, Aaron's on the line. Sit tight, Aaron. Travis, I got your donation. Okay, he's calling somebody a power bottom. Okay, we're all over the place tonight. Gary, I got your donation. The tacos have more power than niggers. Whoa, what the fuck was that about? What the fuck was that about? Okay, and okay, gotcha, Aaron. Okay, hey, Aaron, before we go any further, don't mention that person's name on the email. I just sent that to you. If you want to handle that behind the scenes. I'm not the person trying to expose people, but listen, you spent Scroller with me, so I wanted you to have
I got you. It's funny as I found out who he was.
Okay, that's
so
fine.
It's cool. We can just chill out. Yeah.
I don't want.
It's funny.
I don't even want to discuss it. I don't want to discuss it. I just want you to know I don't just spit anything out on my goddamn show. You know, a troll.
Oh, yeah. You're the man for that.
Yeah, a troll can send me a fucking email. Doesn't mean it has any merit to it. So, all right, let's go back to you, man. You were on a roll, and where do you want to pick this back up again? Go ahead.
Listen, let me talk to my black people listening, right, in the audience, the FBA people, right?
Okay.
So one of the things y'all need to go look up is this, right? You need to go look up the Hart-Celler Act of 1965, right? And when they say anything about what their people had historically done in America, they weren't even allowed to immigrate into the country until the Hart-Celler Act, right? So they basically, I think they repealed that. It was Ted Kennedy that repealed that right after civil rights. So the minute that black people got civil rights, that is when they then said, okay, well, instead of doing right by these people, we'll just flood everybody in from everywhere else to basically replace them, right? As much as you may hate it, the destinies of America should be a biracial country. The destinies of whites and blacks are intertwined. You may hate us. Hey, it's stone cold in the rock, right? You may hate each other, but you got the same you got the same morals and principles. These people that are coming into this country, right? They hate you. All groups of people. They don't like the United States. This is all we have. I don't trust anybody whose entire family does not live here. My entire family lives here.
Okay.
I don't make money on Western Union. I don't send it out on Fridays or whatever. If America falls, my family falls. These people, that guy that came in here is evil. His people are evil. There's not a good drop of blood within him, right? What's funny about this is there's now stories coming out about people moving to Tijuana, right? And now Mexicans, get this, now Mexicans are complaining that since California is doing so bad, that they don't want Americans in Mexico coming to live in Mexico. Isn't that...
Hang on, are you talking about Mexico? Is that New Mexico? I saw that story.
No.
Mexico.
They're talking about like Mexico City. So there's been a big influx of Americans.
Right.
Yeah. So there's been a big influx of.
They're actually hang on a second. Stay with me. They're actually putting flyers out there telling Americans to leave if you've come here to open up coffee shops and take over and raise rents. You should leave. I caught that. Go ahead.
Yep. So we have this thing with thinking that people will be as gracious to us as we were to them.
No.
That guy who called in didn't have a fact on him or in him, right? He literally said, this is what white people did. Rory was correct, right? Rory was correct. They sold their land in the state of Texas, some of which were native people, did not want to be a part of Mexico.
Right.
So they fought off the Spanish. Well, the Spanish were still living there, but I guess they were quote unquote Mexican, right? They fought them off, and they didn't want to be a part of Mexico. The people in these states, right? They could have rebelled after the treaty of I think it was the Treaty of Hidalgo.
Okay.
They could have had a civil war against the United States. They would have rather have been a part of the United States than a part of Mexico. They never wanted to be that. And my question for little border hoppers like this is, why now are you coming in? You weren't coming in 1860. You weren't coming in 1770. Why now all of a sudden, after America's already built up, after the work has already been done, why are you coming? You weren't coming when things were bad. It wasn't an influx of Hispanics coming into America during the Great Depression. These people have no loyalty whatsoever. And the minute America falls, they're going to run back to their country, right? They try to use people to destabilize this country. And when they run back to their country, you will not be let in. We will not be let into their countries. So this guy who just called in is a I would love to debate him one-on-one because every point he said was 100% incorrect.
Gil,
100% incorrect.
Gil from
I don't trust these people.
Cholo. Yeah. Okay.
I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. He said he was a gang member. He was locked up and not sent back to his country.
Right.
I have a problem with that as an American.
Okay, stay there.
I really do. If we got
Aaron. Hang on. You're doing great. Just slow down. Rory, are you on the line or did you click off? Rory, hold on, everybody. Got the white Denzel. I'm not sure what happened. Maybe his phone died. Sit tight, Aaron. Sit tight. His phone may have died. Let me just double check. Troy, I got your donation. Troy says, Tyga ain't FBA. Okay. Okay. Hey, did your phone die or you hung up?
I thought we said goodbye.
Oh, did we? I'm sipping, man. Pardon me.
Yeah, we saluted.
Okay, all right. So I think, okay. Folks, I'm sitting here fucking sipping. I said goodnight to Rory. What the fuck? All right, Aaron, stay with me. Alex, I got your donation via PayPal. Star, I am a black man and took your advice and got me a 400-pound Hispanic woman to hold me down. I am getting my balls drained. I am getting my balls drained, and she's making arroz con pollo on the daily. Thank you for your donation, sir. Thank you for your donation. Okay, Houston, where's your banner, man? What's going on? Blade tapping in. They Jewed the Indians out of Manhattan. Brock, I got your donation. Rory and his kind couldn't even grow potatoes. Oh, wow. We're going there tonight. Okay, Blade says, Tyga is a modern-day minstrel and an idiot. Aaron, did you see the video to Tyga's new track? Not that you had to, but it's called Ay Caramba. What'd you think?
Yeah. I think everything in the video is American. So 64 Chevy Impala, that's a Hispanic invention, right? Like guacamole and all this kind of, like, bro, like these people, first off, I laugh because their people are a joke.
Oh, wow.
So I laugh at you anyway.
Shit.
So, yeah, I mean, I can laugh at you because you're a joke. Like, literally, all of your food is made out of 3 main ingredients, anything, shredded meat, and tortillas and beans. It's a joke to me. You're a joke to me. Like, I don't have any respect, like, at all. And then this is on Tyga, because Tyga 4 years ago, you was like, we made a song called F Donald Trump. We love the Mexicans. Yeah, we love the Mexicans. I'm tired of these people that want peace with them. In California, they have done nothing. Now, Texas and Missouri, well, even growing up in Kansas City was an issue, right? We don't get along. It's like if I bring it, this is my analogy. If I have a home and I have a pit bull in my home,
okay,
and I bring in a bunch of Yorkies that the pit bull was there first, and I bring in a bunch of Yorkies because the Yorkies are strays, and I put them in with the pit bull, there's going to be problems. Right. Multiculturalism does not work. It doesn't work.
But hang on a second, Aaron. You're high yellow. You're a mixture of different cultures, yes?
What? Yeah. You're black and white.
You're a mixture.
That's what America. That's what America should be. Black and white. It shouldn't be any other groups outside of that.
Okay.
If your people didn't fight in the Civil War, you shouldn't be here. If your people didn't fight during the Revolutionary War, you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here.
Right.
You should go build up. Go. In fact, Matt, I got a homework report I want all my FBA people in the audience to do. Go look up child abusers because Jen and all the rest of them, y'all want to come up with jokes.
Okay, hang on. Aaron, let's not mention Jen. She's not on the line. Stay with me.
Okay, sorry about that. I'm sorry about that.
Hold on. Stay with me. I have to do Cash App. You're cooking tonight. Can you hold on? You're cooking.
Yeah.
Stay there. Don't move. Stay there. Okay. When somebody's cooking, I want them on the line. I'm P.T. Barnum. Do you guys know who P.T. Barnum was, huh? I'll promote you. I'll put you out there, goddamn. Ricky Rick, I got your donation. Ricky Rick says, Star, is this a spick show tonight? Mother F the Mexicans. Ricky Rick, this is a spick show tonight. Yes, it is. Shah, my nigga, where is Shah? Hold on a second. Haven't spoke to Shah in a while. 367. Shah, sit tight. I see you, Shah. Sit tight, all right? Hold on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's an old, grimy Crown Heights nigga tapping in. Okay, Aaron. Another email from Aaron. Shah, hold on. Credit Wiz Pro, okay? I got you. Sit tight. I'm coming to you. Credit Wiz Pro. Okay. Okay. Aaron, I want you to finish up, and then we're bringing Shah. I have to get the calls moving, shaking, and popping, man. How do you want to finish up? Aaron, please.
Okay. I'll finish up like this. This is an example of why bringing people in does not work. We'll never get along. Historically, multiculturalism does not work. The dude called in here and said he's here to replace the dominant population in America. He's here to get politically active, and he's going to look after his people, and his people are not historically American. I'm think ninth generation American, right? So like, I'm not really trying to hear what this guy has to say. His people didn't do anything. They didn't build anything. They exploit everywhere they go. And like I said, I want people to look up, anytime you hear any of these people say any type of joke about people being on welfare or whatever, just remember the average one of them costs over $100,000 a year in terms of social services. 60% of them are on social services, because when a certain person gave the whole thing about welfare, when it talks about the dominant population on welfare, it's only doing it by number. It's not doing it by ratio, right? 60% of them are on some form of public assistance, okay? That is almost, that I think that's actually higher than black people, right? So also look up child abusers by ethnicity, since these people want to come in here, right? And that was a point Rory didn't even touch on, about the child abuse that goes on in their communities. So like, not really trying to hear what they have to say, not really interested to have any conversations for them at all. I think that they all should go back where they come from. And I do, like I said, think about this. We should recolonize. America should invade and recolonize Mexico, right? Because we've already spent so much on them anyway. They've already come in here trying to colonize us. And one difference between, because he was like, telling Rory, well, that's what the white man did, and it's the same thing. No, it's not, right? Because they came here for war. Y'all come here under the guise of sympathy. You come here as refugees. Feel sorry for us. Please help us out, But deep down, behind closed doors, you're here to exploit the country and destabilize it. Take the resources, go back to your country, and then not reciprocate the love that was given to you in America. So with that, I'll end.
Very well said. Very well said. Hey, man, enjoy your evening, and we'll catch up in a day or two. Thank you, Aaron.
All right.
Yes, sir. Okay. Whew. Troll babies. Was Aaron cooking tonight or what? Huh? Folks, this is the objective perspective. I'll let you talk. I'm not going to, cut you short, even if we don't agree on something. My nigga Shah tapping in. One of Crown Heights.
Yes, sir.
One of Crown Heights legends.
Yes, sir, big nigga. Yes, sir, big nigga. It's been a while. How you doing?
F.A., a.k.a. Franklin Ave. How you feel, man?
Sir. Listen.
What's going on with you?
Listen, I'm actually on my way over here right now.
Okay.
But nonetheless, right? I'm gonna keep it quick.
Come on.
I missed the first 40 minutes, but once I saw the title, I said this gonna be good. Now, we ain't gonna do names.
Okay.
Right? But the last caller, I know he is. As far as listening to the show, I agree with him. Even tonight, I agree with Rory.
Okay.
Even Dana, right? The thing is this: yes, every color culture is racist, has a bit in them for whatever reasons, and not caping for the darker color, right?
Right.
But a lot of ours come from anger. But again, you can't be homeless or claim homeless and come and sleep with somebody, say, hey, come sleep on my couch, and you say, man, it's cold in here. Well, you can get the fuck on back out. Oh, sorry for the F-bomb. Sorry. You can go on and get out. You ain't got to stay here, right? And that goes.
I never said I had heat, but you can sleep. Sleep on the couch, nigga. Right.
The thing is this: you cannot come here and complain the couch is hard,
right?
The window got a leak, the cold air.
Right,
You
yeah.
can go back where you came from.
Never mind the roaches, nigga. I brought you up out the street. Come on.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Right? But nonetheless, everybody, again, like you said, has a little bit in them. Now, what their reasons are, yes. Everybody has came here.
Right.
I will disagree with the particular thing Rory said tonight. No, gangs started in every country.
Every country. Yeah.
Look at the movie Gangs of New York. Look at the Netflix movie Pinky Blinders. These everybody had a gang in their country.
Those dirty Italians.
Now to come to the States.
Dirty Italians.
You know, they brought it with them.
Right. Right.
They were still answering to the bosses back home.
Yeah.
Calling shots in America.
That's a fact.
So America didn't start the gangs.
Yeah. Italians started the drive-bys. I've spoken about that before. Italians.
You understand?
Yeah.
It's just that America made it more profitable
Right.
for more gangs and members to make money.
Yeah.
Because these other countries, they didn't allow everybody to make money. If you was down, you either lay down or get down. That's it.
That's a fact.
But America, you could pick a corner and say, hey, this is mine. I'm making money here. Don't come over here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Hey,
the
man.
man is the biggest gang.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put this out there
Okay.
for homegirl on the block.
She's not on the phone, man. I don't want to take any
Right.
shots.
But here's the
She's
thing.
not on the line.
Here's the thing.
Sha. She's not on the line.
I got this.
I don't want to do that, man. She's not on the line.
No. Not at her. Just something I learned from a homie of mine from Ecuador, right? Let's be honest. If that country wasn't claimed as American territory, they would be a third world like Mexico and everybody else.
Okay. All right.
Let's face the facts.
All right. Sha, good to hear from you, man. I got to take other calls, man. Good to hear from you.
Stay up, big nigga.
Stay up.
Keep doing what you're doing. Much love.
My nigga.
Be safe.
Sha, streets got no love. You already know that. That's an old Franklin Avenue nigga. Gangster. Marcos Orlando TV, thank you for your donation. Christopher Columbus and Herman Cortez were funded by Ferdinand II and Queen Isabella from Spain. That's a fact. The Mexican colonized and was also funded by Spain. You mean the Mexican colonization? Okay. Thank you. USA runs on Mexicans' cheap labor. Okay. That created infrastructure. An industry here in the USA. I think the USA has capabilities of being self-sufficient like China. Thank you very much. I got a sponsor on hold. Hold a second. What's area code 312? 312, are you there? Oh, man, I had a sponsor on hold. Credit Wiz Pro, are you there? 312, yes, no, maybe? Credit Wiz Pro. Oh, man, they couldn't hold any longer. Credit Wiz Pro, do you want to call back in? My apologies. We're having some good discussions, and the time got past me. I'm going to look for 312. If they don't call back, I'm going to keep it pushing. All right. All right. Blade tapping in. Star, tonight we're hearing the old reckless Rory that we all know and love. After Star posted that picture of Rory in his suit, I was afraid that he went lace curtain on us, okay? Joel, Rory is an ankle biter, bussy boy. Okay. He's not on the line. Thank you for your donation. Stephen, I got your donation. Okay, thank you for tapping in. Blade says check the email. Thank you, Blade. David, I got your donation. Salute to you, Star. Kingsbridge, stand up. Okay, thank you so much, man, for your support. Christopher, I got your donation. Thank you, Christopher. They're not on the line anymore, so I want to keep it respectful. David, I got your donation. Rory giving out Hasim or Raman knots. Salute. Yeah, you mean the old boxer. Okay, I don't see 312, my sponsor, calling back. So we've gone over the 2-hour mark, guys. Thank you for your support. If I missed any cash apps, I will get to you guys. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Where's the homie? Devious J, are you on the line? No? Spencer, I got your donation. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Credit Wiz Pro. They tapped in. Sorry about the phone lines, but we were cooking tonight. Let me just say text me. Text me next time. What is my number? I don't even know my fucking cell phone number. I'm going to change it next week anyway. Okay, guys, I will see you possibly tomorrow. Possibly. Okay, I got some sponsors here I want to give some light to. Please check out this new clothing line. Tell me what you think. Please tell them I sent you, okay?